Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to racing action from Grand River Raceway for this evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 20 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. Note races 1 and 2 have no changes. No changes. Races 1 or 2. Race number 3, number 7, Cameron Hanover. The driver is Doug McNair. That's race 3. 7, Cameron Hanover. The driver, Doug McNair. Race number 4 has no changes. No changes. Race number 4. Race number 5 scratched is number 5, Credit Celebrity. Race 5, scratch 5. Race number 6, no changes. No changes. Race 6. Race number 7, number 6, ATM Treasurer is scratched. Race 7, number 6 is scratched. Race number 8, no changes. No changes. Race 8. Race number 9, number 3, let's wait and see. Bridle change, removing the Murphy blind on the right side. And the 10th race will go as programmed. No changes. Race number 10. Once again, no changes. Races 1 or 2. Field for race number 1 is on parade. 1 is GMC Trooper Carl Dawson for George Large and Michael Dorsum. Number 2, Blue Moose Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvo. Number 3 is Mock Impact Jared Plot drives and trains and owns. Number 4 is Come On and Get Some, Scott Quilter for Brent Duncan and David Duncan. Number 5, Dreidel Hanover, Anthony Hahn for Gord Remen. Number 6 is St. Lad's Flirt, Doug McNair for Gaston Dumont. Number 7, Better Moon On Over, Paul McKenzie for Blake McIntosh and Kim and Dan Sargent. Number 8 is Damn Lucky, Aaron Byron for Mark Winnicott and Donald Smith and Donna Parker. 9 is Brock's Fortune, Colin Kelly for Taylor Fritz. Well, fans, let's have a look at this field for race number 1. It's a field of 9, and we will start with number 2, Blue Moose, and Blue Moose and Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvo. 13-time winner last year was Blue Moose. Now, only won this year, and had been racing at Mohawk the last 3 starts and not going well. But look, 53 and 3 mile last race and a 54 and 3 back half. So Blue Moose is one that could be a lot better in this spot and is the 5-2 betting favorite. Number 7, Better Moon On Over. Made an early break last race and never really got back into things, but look at the start before it. 151 and 4 at Mohawk. So Better Moon On Over is one at 4-1 despite post position 7, who should have a solid chance in here because shows a bit of a speed advantage over this field. If Paul McKenzie can get a trip and overcome post position 7, might be the best one in this race. Others, how about number 9, Brock's Fortune? Well, Brock's Fortune raced here last race in his class and was 3rd. Worked hard, 3 wide at 3/4. And overall, Brock's Fortune, that was a solid outing. This will be just the 3rd start of the year. Look, won 6 of 18 last year. So Brock's Fortune is one with some accomplishment and is 4-1 on the board. And number 6, St. Lad's Flirt and Doug McNair is one that's off form racing at Mohawk, but shows enough speed to maybe bounce back. Has back class as well, 32 lifetime wins. St. Lad's Flirt is 6-1 on the board with Doug McNair driving. It is rolling for race number 1. GMC Trooper, Blue Moose, and Mock Impact. On the inside of the center, come on and get some. Dreidel Hennifer and St. Lad's Flirt to the outside with Better Moon on over and Damn Lucky. And the second tier, Brock's Fortune. It's a field of 9 for race number 1. And the field for race number 1 is at the start of the rough. Mock Impact and Dreidel Hennifer and Come On and Get Some. GMC Trooper and Blue Moose and St. Lad's Flirt to the outside. But as the field presses around that first turn, Mock Impact and Come On and Get Some of the first two. Dreidel Hennifer is still 3 wide and is now about a length and 3/4 off the lead. On the outside fourth is St. Lad's Flirt. Fifth of the inside is GMC Trooper. And then it is back to Blue Moose and Brock's Fortune and the trailing pair, Better Moon on over and Damn Lucky. And now it is Come On and Get Some at 45-1, who's come on to get the early lead. 27-3 is that opening quarter. And Mock Impact is racing second. Dreidel Hennifer third. And St. Lad's Flirt is racing position to fourth. The field works off the turn and heads towards the half. And GMC Trooper is down on the inside and is racing fifth in front of Blue Moose sixth. But right now it is Come On and Get Some, who leads by 2 on the inside. Mock Impact to the outside. St. Lad's Flirt now is working up first over. And then fourth to the outside, GMC Trooper. Dreidel Hennifer, Blue Moose sixth still. 57-2 is the halftime. Brock's Fortune is seventh. Better Moon on over is eighth. And Damn Lucky, not so much, is back trailing the field. They race on down the backstretch. Come On and Get Some. On the outside, St. Lad's Flirt is now flirting with the idea of taking the lead as they race on down the backstretch. And there goes Blue Moose now. And Blue Moose is moving on the outside as they hustle on to 3/4. St. Lad's Flirt, Blue Moose, and now coming from the backfield, Better Moon on over is taking over third. And then fourth is Brock's Fortune, and fifth now is Come On and Get Some. 3/4, 126-4. And Blue Moose is about to turn for home. On the inside, St. Lad's Flirt and Better Moon on over. And Brock's Fortune down to the inside. It is Blue Moose and St. Lad's Flirt. Blue Moose, St. Lad's Flirt. St. Lad's Flirt on the in the center of the track might have come back and grabbed it against Blue Moose. It's close, and on the inside third, Brock's Fortune. And then it was Better Moon on over. A photo finish in 155. In the win photo, it goes to number 2, Blue Moose. On the board, 2697. Back in front of us is the winner of race 1, number 2, Blue Moose, a 5-year-old Badlands Jennifer Bay gelding, owned by Robert Shepard, trained by Isabel Darvaux. Robert Shepard, the winning driver. It's the second win this year in the 22nd lifetime. Blue Moose in 155. The first race, top four, 2697 on the board. The mutual prices race one number two Blue Moose 510, 310, 250. 6 St. Lad's Flirt 580, 350. 9 Brock's Fortune 320. $2 exactor 28.60. Dollar try 61.90. Dollar super 149.65. First race order of finish from the top. 915-762-483. That's 915-762-483. Field for race number 2 is on parade. 1, Dilly Terran. It's Aaron Byron for Louis F. Timianis and Gerald Michelle. Number 2 is Cerrone Sealster, Tyler for Dr. Ian Moore. Number 3 is Carnival Heart. J.B. Renault for Julie Walker and Dr. Terry Fraud, Darlene Carr. Number 4, Dreamfair Fantasy. Doug McNair for Greg McNair and Keith Waples. And number 5 is All My Lovin'. Hanover. Travis Cullen for Brad Maxwell and Tony and Linda Shadell. Well, let's take a look at this field for the second race. Number 3, Carnival Heart, a Big Jim filly that makes a career debut. In fact, 3 of the 5 in here making first starts. And Carnival Heart does show qualifying in 1:58, racing at Mohawk. Pretty even qualifier. And Carnival Heart is currently on the board 8-5. Number 5, All My Lovin' Hanover, Travis Cullen. Now, this one did race at Georgian Downs and won last time out in 2 minutes and 3. Came home with a 28-3 final quarter. That was very good. Has the outside, but in a field of 5, post I don't think is all that important. Also, this one has had 2 starts. Had a start in Pocono as well. This will be the second start for Brad Maxwell off that win for Brad. And is on the board at 6-5. Number 4, Dreamfair Fantasy. Well, qualified in 59. Had two qualifiers and also qualified here with just 2:05, but at least was able to get over this track smoothly. Dreamfair Fantasy is on the board at 8-1 at number 1. Dilly Terran 7-2 on the board. Did qualify at Mohawk in 57-1. So that is the actual quickest mile on the page. Dilly Terran gets the inside. We'll see if she flashes some gate speed. Is on the board at 7-2. Field of 5 for race number 2, the Prospect Series First Division. 2-year-old fillies, here they come. Field for the second race is at the start of the rough, and Carnival Heart is leaving a well and along to the inside. Dilly Terran. Then it is Cerrone Sealster, Dreamfair Fantasy, and All My Lovin' Hanover as they race on down the backstretch. Carnival Heart leads by 2. Dreamfair Fantasy on the outside. And Dilly Terran is racing third. Cerrone Sealster is fourth, and then it's All My Lovin' Hanover. Dreamfair Fantasy now. And Doug McNair is going to come on and grab the lead. On past the opening quarter they go. Carnival Heart is right there in the pocket. 29 seconds, the opening panel. Dilly Terran third, and then Cerrone Sealster is fourth, and now to the outside. All My Lovin' Hanover's underway and moving. And now it is Carnival Heart who's grabbed the lead. Dreamfair Fantasy is second. They wheel off the turn, and they come on towards us, and here comes All My Lovin' Hanover, and Travis Cullen moving up quickly. Is only about 2.5 off the lead. Then Dilly Terran to the outside. Cerrone Sealster 59-1 is the halftime. Carnival Heart leads as they work on into the backstretch, and on the outside, All My Lovin' Hanover has moved up and taken over second. Inside third, Dreamfair Fantasy. Off that 59-1 halftime, Dilly Terran is racing fourth, and Cerrone Sealster trails the field. All My Lovin' Hanover now has moved up and taken a lead of a nose. On the inside, fighting back, though, is Carnival Heart. And Carnival Heart drives on and for now turns back. All My Lovin' Hanover. Dreamfair Fantasy is racing third. And then it is Dilly Terran, 3/4, 1:28-4. And Carnival Heart leads by 3. Dreamfair Fantasy is second. All My Lovin' Hanover is third. And Dilly Terran is racing fourth. They turn on down the stretch drive. It is Carnival Heart who leads by about 5 or 6. Dreamfair Fantasy and All My Lovin' Hanover, but it's Carnival Heart way out in front at the finish to win it. And on the inside, Dreamfair Fantasy, then All My Lovin' Hanover and Dilly Terran, 157-4. Fans, the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to a possible pylon violation by number 1, Dilly Terran. Fans pertaining to the inquiry, the judge's ruling that number 1, Dilly Terran, was inside of 2 consecutive pylons, however, was not lapped on at the finish and will stand. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 2. It's number 3, Carnival Heart, a 2-year-old Big Jim Bay filly, owned by Julie Walker and Dr. Terry Fried and Darlene Carr. Julie Walker is the trainer. J.B. Renault is the winning driver. Carnival Heart, 157-4. The second race, order of rather mutual prices. 3 Carnival Heart, 720, 420, 240. 4 Dream Fair Fantasy, 890, 420. 5 All My 11 Hanover, 220. The double of 2 and 3, 1620. $2 exactor is $62.90. $dollar try, $38.40. $1 super is $61.50. Second race over finish from the top. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Field 4, race number 3 is on parade. 1, it's who you know, Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. Number 2, Cool Muscles, Scotty Colt for Ed Hayter and Jessica Hayter. Number 3 is Sicario, Alpha Carroll for Richard Morrow and Pamela Heen and John Heen. Number 4 is Vabron, Jason Ryan for Paul Cameron and TJ Stable. Number 5, Caviar's Drive for Robert Shepard for Steve Coulter and Steve Adams. And number 6, Whiskey Tag, Scott Young for Tom Durand and June Durand. Number 7 is Cameron Hanover, Doug McNair for Shalabos Christopher and Banjo Farms and Carolyn Palillo. And number 8 is Power and Grace, Brent McDonald for Ron McDonald and Laura McClure. And number 9 is Charbrook Golden, Paul McKenzie for John Ryer and Randy Ryer. Field of 9, race number 3, Doug McNair, Drive 7, Cameron Hanover. Let us look at this field for the 3rd, and we will be starting with number 2, Cool Muscle. By the way, there is a look at number 3, Sicario, who always comes out at the end of the parade. Number 2, Cool Muscle. Well, last race, post 8, didn't go well, but you also look back 2 races ago, 1 in this class from post 4, and in fact, in that one was way back early, but did a big amount of work to get the job done. Victory of 157-2. Cool Muscle, now with post position 2, is one that's likely to come right back to the fine form before that last race. Cool Muscle is on the board at even money. Number 8, Power and Grace, Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald. Now it's a tough post assignment, but that last race won in this class all the way on top from post 4 and has 5 wins in 12 starts this year. Power and Grace, despite the outside, is one you do have to consider a factor for somewhere on the ticket, and is 9-1. Number 1, it's who you know. Well, one thing we know, this guy is stepping up in class substantially, but still you do see some excellent form. And look, has tons of back class, so you have to think that he could fit here. Certainly has in the past. He's getting close to $350,000 lifetime. It's who you know. Eddie Hensley and Ashley Hensley teaming up from the inside at 6-1. Could handle the step up. Has gate speed and the post. At number 3, Sicario. Did not fare well here at all last time out, but excellent form just before that. And is one that beat a preferred 2 class June the 7th at Georgian Downs all the way on top. So Sicario and Alpha Carroll could be a solid bounce-back candidate. 19, now 20-1. That could be the value play of the bunch. The 3rd race, it's a field of 9, going to post in a couple of minutes. Gate is rolling for race number 3. It's Who You Know and Cool Muscle with Sicario on the inside. In the center, Fabron and Caviar's Triumph. Into the outside, Whiskey Tax and Cameron Hanover and Power and Grace. And the second tier, Chambro Golden. It's a field of 9 for race number 3. And the field for the third race is at the start of the round. Cool Muscle on the inside at 2 Getting out quickly, Whiskey Tax as the field hustles into the turn. Sicario's down to the pylons, racing fourth. And then it is on the outside, Cameron Hanover. Now Cameron Hanover has come on and taken over fifth. Sixth to the inside is Chambro Golden, working in front of Fabron. Then the trailing pair, Caviar's Triumph, and back last is Power and Grace. They race on to the opening quarter, and Cool Muscle has the lead as they race their way past that opening panel. Filling the pocket, it's Who You Know on the back of the even money favored Cool Muscle. Whiskey Tax is racing third. Sicario is fourth in line, and Cameron Hanover is now going to pop to the outside fifth and is moving up. Chambro Golden is sixth. Racing seventh is Vabron. Then it is Caviar's Triumph and Power and Grace. The field comes off the turn and works on towards us. Cool Muscle has the lead as they race on towards the half. It is Cool Muscle and Scotty Calder. Here comes Cameron Hanover. Now it's racing just a length from the front. And racing on the inside third, it's Who You Know. Dropping out of this one, Chambro Golden, 58-3 is the halftime. And with the break now, Caviar's Triumph on down the backstretch they go. And racing fourth, Whiskey Tax is about 3.5 lengths off the lead. Sicario now is getting closer to the outside. Then a gap of a couple. Vabron and Power and Grace on down the backstretch. Cool Muscle is trying to hold off Cameron Hanover. Cool Muscle continues on. And Scotty Calder is sitting cool on the bike and now drives on and leads by a couple. Cameron Hanover is second. It's Who You Know inside third. Sicario is on the outside trying to grab third from It's Who You Know. 3/4, 127, and then Whiskey Tax is fifth, and sixth is Vabron. Cool Muscles, they turn for home. Cool Muscle, Cameron Hanover. And on the inside third, It's Who You Know, but Cool Muscle with a cool and easy win to take it by about 4 or 5. Cameron Hanover was second. And then there were 3 across the track for third between Veyron to the outside. And then It's Who You Know and down to the inside, Whiskey Tax. 156 flat. On the board, we have a 2761. Back in front of us is the winner of race number 3. It's number 2, Cool Muscle, 6-year-old Muscle Mass Bay Gelding, owned by Edward and Jessica Hayter. That's the trainer. Scott Coulter, the winning driver. Second win this year, 12th lifetime. Mile of 156 equals the track record for an aged trotting gelding. The third race payout to Cool Muscle for 22.72.37. Cameron Hanover 340.286. Whiskey Tax 320. $2 exactor at $12.20. Dollar try $18.80. Dollar superfecta $152.20. The third race order finish from the top. 4, 1, 5, 6, 9, place 8, 3, 2, 7, 8, place 9. That's 4, 1, 5, 6, 8, 3, 2, 7, 9. Field for the fourth race is on parade. One in Sincerity. Jay Harris for William Ham. Number 2, Terran Strip. Colin Kelly for Lacey McCabe. Number 3, Lifelong Dream. Tyler Borth for Greg Merlot. 4 is Liddy Lulabelle. Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders. 5 is Manhattan again. Brett McDonald for Richard Morrow, Tony Basile, and Andrew Atlas. Number 6, So Awesome. Doug McNair for Patrick Shepard and Robert Woodburn. Number 7, Style Snapshot. Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst. Number 8 is On the Minute Mark. Phil Hudon for Jean-Guy Bellevaux and Kimberly Mark. And 9, Ladies from Hell. Paul Davies for Deborah Pinnell. Field of 9 for race number 4. Number 5, Manhattan again is the first one we'll look at. And Manhattan again is, 4 starts this year and just hasn't been able to get a lot accomplished. So now changes venues, drops in class. And look, this will be the first start for Richard Morrow with Manhattan again. Maybe Manhattan again can get rocking. And Manhattan again at 8-1. That's a nice price. 8-1 for Manhattan again with a class drop. Shows some decent speed. Number 2, Terran Strip. Raced at Kawartha in 55 and 1 last time out, and won, and also had a very good start there 3 races ago. But sandwiched between those two was a start at Mohawk, 53 and 3 mile. Problem is the race went in 151 and 3. Terran Strip did win 7 of 17 last year and took a pretty healthy 51 and 4 mark at Mohawk. So Terran Strip is the 2-1, well now 5-2 second choice. Number 3, Lifelong Dream, was really a good one level above this class 2 races ago. Second beaten just half a length, and then raced above this class last time out, Trailer Post, and was okay. But that was really a good one 2 starts ago. In fact, also raced in this class June the 10th and was 15 lengths back at the quarter, and yet ended up beaten only a length and a half. Lifelong Dream is definitely one that could be a factor in here at a decent price of 10-1. And number 9, Ladies from Hell, well, raced from the Trailer Post at Hanover last race and was a competitive third, and does have now 4 good races in the past 5 and was a 12-time winner last year. Ladies from Hell, 7-1 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 4, taking up their positions. Insincerity, Terminus Strip, and Lifelong Dream on the inside. In the center, Liddy Lulabelle, Manhattan again to the outside. So Awesome Style Snapshot, and on the minute mark, the second tier, Ladies from Hell. Field for the 4th race is at the start of the round. Insincerity, Lady Lulabelle, So Awesome on the outside, and on the minute mark, and Terminus Strip as the field works around the turn. Manhattan again. Ladies from Hell is down to the inside. Then it is back further to Lifelong Dream, and trailing the field is Style Snapshot on. Down the backstretch they go. Insincerity, and Jay Harris leads a couple of lengths. Lady Lulabelle's racing second, and So Awesome is third. Then Ladies from Hell on the inside. On the minute mark is working on the outside, and Terminus Strip is racing 6th, 27-3 the opening quarter. Lifelong Dream is racing 7th, and then it is Manhattan again, and Style Snapshot in the field works their way on towards us. It is Insincerity at 6-1 who's got the front. Liddy Lulabelle filling the pocket as they work their way on towards us. Inside third is So Awesome. On the minute mark to the outside is racing, sharing fourth with Ladies from Hell, and 6th is Terminus Strip. 56-3 the halftime. Lifelong Dream to the outside. Then second from last is Style Snapshot. And then we've got Manhattan again. They race their way on down the backstretch. And Insincerity. And Liddy Lulabelle. Liddy Lulabelle now has come on to grab the lead from Insincerity. Now popping out there goes So Awesome. They hustle on to 3/4. Liddy Lulabelle and Travis Cullen's got a lead of about 2 right now. So Awesome is racing second. Insincerity weakens on the inside. And then Terminus Strip and Ladies from Hell. And from the backfield, Manhattan again. They race by 3/4, 125-3, and Liddy Lulabelle leads by 3. So Awesome is racing second. Manhattan again now is charged up to take over third. Then Ladies from Hell and Insincerity, but Liddy Lulabelle has got this one under wraps at the finish and takes it by 5 or 6. So Awesome second. Then it was Manhattan again and Lifelong Dream, 154 flat. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 4. It's number 4, Liddy Lulabelle. 8-year-old Henry Clay Bay Mare, owned by Paul Sanders, trained by Jody Cullen. Travis Cullen, the winning driver. Second win this year, 21st lifetime. Liddy Lulabelle, 154 flat. The 4th race, mutual prices for Liddy Lulabelle, $590, $360, $330. 6 So Awesome, $970 and $630, and 5 Manhattan again, $540. $2 exactor, $69.50 try, $234.95 super, 1,020.90. Here is the fourth race over a finish from the top, 764-132-895. That's 764-132-895. Field 4, race number 5 is on parade. 1, Love Warrior. Tyler Bohr drives, trains, and partners with Martin Hosick. Number 2, Latte Dante. Dave Boughton for Don Lindsay and Paul Lindsay. Number 3, Zumi Yumi. Brett McDonough for Brett Karachi and Dakar Equine. Number 4 is I Am What I Am, Dag Henriksen for 100 the Hard Way. Number 5 is scratched, and number 6, Velour de Bank, Jonathan Lapointe for Stephanie Lapointe. Number 7, Hetty's Magic, Colin Kelly for Ken Switzer and Harness Horsepower. Number 8 is Incredible Holly, Robert Shepard for Stephen Charlton and Calvin Larkin. And 9, Delcrest Ronnie. Nick Stewart for Bill Shaw, Patricia Gibb, and Jay Kressler. Field of 8, race 5, scratched is number 5. Let's look at this field, and we will start with number 1, Love Warrior. And Love Warrior moves up in class, but off a really good outing last race, second beaten an egg. And also was a winner at Mohawk back March the 12th before the layoff. So that last one was the first start off the layoff, so moves up, but it is the second start off the rest. So Love Warrior from the inside is one that you could like, you could love. 2-1 isn't the best low price, but definitely a chance to win. Number 7, Hetty's Magic. Well, is coming in off of a win and just one level below this class, 57-4 at Georgian Downs, but now has to deal with post 6. That was post 1, but that was a nice outing for Hetty's Magic. Has a couple of wins this year. Hetty's Magic is 4-5 on the board. Number 3, Zumi Yumi, is one that was beaten just a length last race, 2 minutes and 3 here, and did race in just one level below this class to a third at Georgian Downs 2 races ago. 59-4, but the track was off a couple of seconds, so that time compares well. You get Zumi Yumi at 23-1. That might be okay. And number 8, Incredible Holly, raced at Clinton last race and finished third in an OSS event, and one that tough post position, but look at last year, was 7 out of 9 in the top 3 as a 2-year-old, so this will be the third start of the year for Incredible Holly, and is one that could be okay, at least at a price to maybe help the ticket pay. 23-1. Fifth race of Field of 8, scratched his 5 credit Celebrity. Gate is rolling for race number 5. Checking up positions. It'll be Love Warrior and Latte Dante on the inside. In the center is Zuma Yumi and I Am What I Am. And Velour de Bank to the outside. Hetty's Magic and Incredible Holly. The second tier, Delcrest Ronnie. The field for race number 5, and Delcrest Ronnie made a break but quickly recovered. Spots the field about 5 or 6 lengths, and Latte Dottie gets out with Velour de Bank and down to the inside. Love Warrior. Zuma Yumi. Field presses on around that first turn, and now with the break is Latte Dottie. Love Warrior leads by 2.5 lengths. Zuma Yumi is racing position second. Then on the inside, I Am What I Am is a racing third, and Velour de Bank is positioned fourth as they roll on towards the opening quarter. Hetty's Magic is fifth in line. Then it is back to Incredible Holly and Delcrest Ronnie, and they race their way on past that opening quarter in 30 seconds. And right now it is Love Warrior at 4 to 5 who has the lead as they raced on that far turn. And now racing second, Zuma Yumi. I Am What I Am is third on the inside, about 3 1/4 off the lead. Then it is Velour de Bank and Hetty's Magic. Off the turn they come, and then further back to racing third from last is Incredible Holly. Latte Dante on the outside and Delcrest Ronnie on the inside. 101 the halftime, and on the field works their way towards the 5/8 Love Warrior. Still loving the lead, but on the outside now, I Am What I Am is moving up, and I Am What I Am. Well, right now, I Am What I am the leader by a nose, and on the inside, Love Warrior. And then to the outside third, Hetty's Magic. Zuma Yumi is racing fourth. Then Velour de Bank and Incredible Holly on the hustle towards 3/4 and trying to fight back on the inside. Love Warrior trying to fend off I Am What I Am. And then racing position to third is Hetty's Magic, and Zuma Yumi on the inside is only a length and 3/4 from the front. 3/4, 130 and 2. And the field turns from Love Warrior, went off stride. It is I Am What I Am who's got the lead now. Hetty's Magic, though, is bearing down from second. Zuma Yumi is third. And Velour de Bank is racing fourth on down the stretch drive for I Am What I Am. I Am What I Am is a winner. Takes it by about a length and 1/4. Then second was Hetty's Magic, and third Zuma Yumi close for fourth. 2 minutes, 4 fifths. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 5. It's number 4, I Am What I Am. 5-year-old Angus Hall, big gelding. Owned by 100 the Hard Way, trained by Dag Henderson, who's also the winning driver. It is the second win for I Am What I Am and the first this year. Mile of 2 minutes and 4 fifths. The fifth race, mutual prices. Number 4, I Am What I Am, pays $19.90. 8, 20 and 630. And number 7, Hetty's Magic, pays $370 and $320. And number 3, Zuma Yumi, $450. $2 exactor pays $58.80. The dollar try, $168. Dollar superfecta, $1,686.55. The fifth race, or for a finish from the top, 8731 scratch 4256. That's 8731 scratch 4256. Field 4, race number 6 is on parade. And number 1 is Saint Somewhere, Doug McNair for Richard Morrow and Bradley Grant. Number 2, Tanzanian, Paul McKenzie for Graham Burgess and Rick Gorley. Number 3 is Toriel, Salvador for James Barton. And number 4, Regal Luck, Scott Young for John Smith Jr. Number 5 is Axeline by Emma, J.R. Plot for Colin Johnson and Debbie Element. Number 6 is Shooter on By, Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald. And number 7 is Wildcat Magic, Austin Sorry for Brenda Duncan. Number 8 is Rideaway Shark, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst. And number 9 is Silver Hill Misty, Jason Ryan for David Daniel and Leonard Gamble. Field 4, race number 6. Going to post shortly. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 1, Saint Somewhere, who battled hard here last race in this class and was a very competitive third, beaten just a length and a half. You also do see some decent overall speed. This one has a lot of back class. In fact, did a bunch of earning back as a 2-year-old because $320,000 lifetime and picked up just about $100,000 of that since turning 3. So you do the math. Saint Somewhere on the inside has faced tougher, and off that last race here should be ready to rock and roll and be tough. 1-5 on the board. Number 5, Exoline by Emma, is one that missed the last scheduled start due to sickness, but was solid here the start just before it. In fact, the 2 previous starts at Georgian Downs, I should say, not here, but Georgian, and Exoline by Emma was solid in both of those, and also shows racing last year, winning 10 of 50 starts, earning $60,000. Exoline by Emma, not quite as excellent yet this year, but might be able to get it going here now if she is fit and ready to rock. J.R. Plon drives 10-1. Number 8, Rideaway Shark, well, tough post, but also this one with a ton of back class, and was second here in this class 2 races ago. Trailer post last race only picked up a 5th. Rideaway Shark was good from the 2 starts this year that she had a good post and struggled trailer post last time out. Rideaway Shark and Travis Henry 13-1. And number 9, Silver Hill Misty, well, is currently off form, but just before those last 2 showed a little bit of giddy up. Silver Hill Misty, you'll get a price of 14-1. Does show racing, though, at Georgian Downs to a very competitive second, and that was a class above this in 56-3 back in the middle of June. Silver Hill Misty, 14-1 on the board. Fans are all over number 1, Saint Somewhere, and Doug McNair for Richard Morrow, and is 1-5. Gate is rolling for race number 6, taking up positions. Saint Somewhere in Tanzania on the inside of Toriel. In the center, Regal Luck and Exceline by Emma. To the outside, Shooter on by. Wildcat Magic and Right Away Shark. The second tier, Silver Hill Misty. Field 4, race number 6. He's at the start of the rough. Saint Somewhere, Tanzania, Toriel and Regal Luck from the outside. Right Away Shark is getting out well. Silver Hill Misty down to the inside. Then it is Exceline by Emma. Shooter on by. And Wildcat Magic trails the field. On down the backstretch they go. Saint Somewhere has a lead of about 3 right now. Silver Hill Misty is second. Right Away Shark is third. And racing for his Tanzania. And then it is back to Toriel and Regal Luck. And further back to Exceline by Emma. Then we've got Shooter on by. And Wildcat Magic trailing. 27-3 the opening quarter. And Saint Somewhere leads it. Advantages a couple of lengths right now. And racing position to second is Silver Hill Misty. Right Away Shark is third as the field marches their way off the turn. Tanzanian is inside racing fourth as they head up towards the half and out. Toriel starts to gain some ground to the outside. Regal Luck is on the outside as well. Then it is back to Shooter on by, Exceline by Emma, and Wildcat Magic. 56 seconds flat the halftime, and Saint Somewhere is getting away on the field. Saint Somewhere 1-9 on the board. Right now is living up to that heavy building. Silver Hill Misty is second. Right Away Shark is riding on the outside third. Then Tanzania and Toriel. And then it is back further to Shooter on by and Regal Luck. And then Exceline by Emma and Wildcat Magic. And Saint Somewhere continues to drive on the lead. 3/4, 125-1. Silver Hill Misty is second. Toriel third. And on the inside, Tanzanian, and out wide goes Regal Luck. And then it is back to Shooter on by. The field turns for home. Saint Somewhere. That lead is shrinking. It's down to about 3 now as they turn on down the stretch by. It is still Saint Somewhere, though. Saint Somewhere. Here comes a flying Regal Luck. And Regal Luck's going to come on by Saint Somewhere. And then finishing third, it was Silver Hill Misty. Then Exceline by Emma and Tanzania. 156-2, Regal Luck. On the board, we have a 41952. And coming back in front of us is number 4, Regal Luck, a 10-year-old Stonebridge Regal Brown mare. Owned and trained by John Smith Jr. Scott Young had the answer in the 6th. 39th win lifetime for the veteran Regal Luck, and the first win this year. Mile was 156-2. The sixth race payouts: number 4, Regal Lock, 2780, 470, and 350. Number 1, Saints Somewhere, 210, 210, 9, Silver Hill Misty, 610. The exactor, numbers 4 and 1 on a $2 ticket is $45.50. The dollar try, $277. Dollar win force, $517.70. We had a 20-cent high five of $2,263.65. Ka-ching. The sixth race order finish from the top said 256-147-893. That's 256-147-893. The field for race number 7 is on the track for the post parade. Number 1, Century Havana. Doug McNabb for Jim Ritchie and Paul Ritchie. Number 2 is Re-Inspired. Isaac Waxman for Tess Waxman. Number 3 is Alessandra. Brian McDonald for Ron McDonald and Cynical Ventures. And number 4 is Pretty Inclined. Austin Sorry for Bruce McGee. Number 5 is Sporty Mystic. Aaron Byron for Louis F. Timianis and Leo Banker. And there is number 1, Century Havana. Let us look at this field. 1 Century Havana, well, has had just one star, one qualifier, and a qualifier in 58 and 3. And although was well back, but you should take a look at that back half, 55 and 3. In fact, 34-second opening quarter, just kind of moseying around, and then really picked it up after that. So Century Havana, off that really solid final 3 quarters and a good back half, came home in 27 seconds. Century Havana, 7-2 on the board. Jim Ritchie sends this one out. Jim Sports a very healthy training average. Number 4, Pretty Inclined. Well, one that's had 2 qualifiers to get ready, and did finish the qualifier 2 starts ago at Mohawk with a pretty solid 57-second back half. Pretty Inclined, Austin Sorry and Bruce McGee is 9-1 on the board. Number 2, Re-Inspired is 5-1. Now, one that had a start and finished a very game second at Georgian Downs, close to a 20-2 final quarter. Re-Inspired off of that one could be a very solid win factor and is 9-2. And we better touch on number 3, Alessandra, 3-5 on the board. Now, the qualifier 59 and 4, but the back half jumps out in the 28 and 3 final quarter. Alessandra, Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald. He is 3-5, getting all the action. Field for race number 7, shaking up positions. Century Havana, re-inspired on the inside. In the center, Alessandra. To the outside, it's Pretty Inclined and Sporty Mystic. The field for race number 7, turning into the stretch drive. Here they come. And the field for the 7th race, approaching the start. And the rough, re-inspired in Century Havana. Sporty Mystic from the outside, then Alessandra and Pretty Inclined, and the field works on around that first turn. Century Havana is able to grab the lead, and re-inspired a second. Then Alessandra, Pretty Inclined, and Sporty Mystic, they get away in program order, and Century Havana leads as they race on down the backstretch. Advantages 2 lengths. Re-inspired is second, and moves up a little closer. Alessandra, mid-pack third. Then it is Pretty Inclined and Sporty Mystic. And that opening quarter as they race in the far turn was 30-3. Century Havana leads it by 2.5. Re-inspired second. Alessandra third. Pretty Inclined is racing fourth. And Sporty Mystic is fifth. And Century Havana as they come off the turn. Century Havana and Doug McNair is holding sway on this field right now. Re-inspired and Isaac Waxman is 2 lengths back, racing second. Alessandra, Brad McDonald third. 3 1/4 from the front. Halftime was reached in 1 minute 3/5. There goes Pretty Inclined and Austin Soria's gained a spot. Alessandra to the inside is racing fourth, and then it is Sporty Mystic. Century Havana as they race their way on down the backstretch. Century Havana re-inspired is a length and a half back now, and Pretty Inclined to the outside third is only 2 off the lead, and then it is Alessandra and Sporty Mystic. Century Havana continues. Century Havana as they march on up to the 3/4. That lead now is down to just a length, and on the outside, Pretty Inclined, and on the inside, third, re-inspired. Alessandra is racing fourth. Up 3/4, 1:31-1. Century Havana as the field turns for home and leads it still by about 3/4 of length, and then re-inspired is looking for the passing lane. Pretty Inclined in the center of the track. It is Century Havana as they come on down the lane. Century Havana continues. Century Havana and re-inspired. Century Havana wins. Re-inspired appeared to get second over Pretty Inclined, and then Alessandra 2 minutes flat. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 7. It's 1 Century Havana. 2-year-old Control the Moment Bay filly, owned by Paul Ritchie, trained by Jim Ritchie, Doug McNair. The winning driver, Century Havana, takes her career debut in 2 minutes flat. Here are the seventh race payouts. 1 Century Havana, $3 to 32.10. 2 Re-Inspired, 362.54. Pretty Inclined, 230. $2 Exactor, 9.90. Dollar Try, 12.30. Dollar Super, 18.60. Here is the seventh race over finish from the top. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, scratch. That's 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, scratch. Field for race number 8 is on parade. 1, Chris McKnight, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Number 2, Eddie, Travis Henry for Paul Cameron and Len Christopher and Zena Pallister. Number 3 is Stormont Charlotte Tyler for Alan Fair. And 4 is Ketchikan, Robert Shepard for Jacques Dupont and Sylvain Deschenaux. Number 5, Bastiano, Dave Boughton for Bertie Barr. Number 6 is Park Hill Nonstop, Pat Houdon for Adam Nichols. Number 7, Sheeta Lotpov, wrapping it out for Robert McKenzie Jr. and Nicholas Malcolm. And 8 is All Out Henry, Scott Culver, Pam Forgy. Number 9, Costantino, Aaron Byron for Hannah Beckett and Peter Beckett. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field for race number 8. We'll start with one, Chris Me Goodnight, and is one that won here 3 races ago. No, tried the last 2 at Georgian Downs. One of them was pretty solid, a very competitive third in that preferred 3 class, and Chris Me Goodnight overall last year was a very solid top 3 finisher. In fact, made the top 3 in 30 of 45 starts. That is tremendous. Chris Me Goodnight from the inside is the even money favorite and is dropping a class from that last start, the last 2 starts at Georgian Downs. Others, number 2, Eddie, had been racing in the preferred 3 class at Georgian Downs and almost won their 3 races ago. Went a long way on the lead, just got caught at the finish. Eddie and Travis Henry is 3-1. Number 7, Sheeta Lotpov, is bringing in consistently good form and is one that moves up a level. Sheeta Lotpov has a tougher post to handle. Sheeta Lotpov is on the board at 25-1. And number 3, Stormont Charlotte, well, gets away from Mohawk to try things here and is one with a bit of back class that did race last race in 56-3, but the class went way too quick at 54-2. And the last 2 races didn't fare well as the miles were both in 54. Stormont Charlotte and Tyler Moore changing venues, maybe could get back going, is 25-1 on the board. Fans, we also should touch on number 5, Bastiano. Bastiano raced in that preferred 2-3 class here last time out and was really fine, just tailing off the late going, but it was a very good outing for Bastiano and is one that was second in the preferred 3 class at Georgian Downs only 2 races ago. So those last 2 races for Bastiano, pretty solid. Dave Frankie Boughton and Bastiano 5-2. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Christmas Goodnight on the inside with Eddie and Stormont Charlotte. In the center, catch Canna Bastiano. On the outside, Park Hill Nonstop, Cheetah Lotwab, and All Out Henry. And the second tier, Costantino. It's a field of 9 for the 8th race. They turn into the stretch drive. And the field for race number 8 is at the start of the rough, and Bastiano made an early break in stride. Crispy Goodnight gets out well. Eddie has struck out, and then Catch Can is racing on the outside, and Costantino was able to drive through well from the second tier and is filling the pocket on the back of Crispy Goodnight. Catch Can is racing third. Stormont Charlotte is racing position fourth, and then it is Park Hill Nonstop and Cheetah Lotpov, and back further is All Out Henry, and they race on to the opening quarter. Crispy Goodnight's got the lead. Right there in the pocket is Costantino, a length and a half back, and they work past that opening quarter. Catch Can is racing third, and Stormont Charlotte is fourth in line. Then fifth is Park Hill Nonstop, and sixth is Cheetah Lotpov. Then to the outside, All Out Henry, and on the inside is Eddie. Field comes off the turn and works on towards us. And fronting the field is Crispy Goodnight. Costantino's getting a lovely trip. Catch Can is on the inside third. And Stormont Charlotte's going to wheel to the outside now. And working first over, following to the outside is All Out Henry. Park Hill Nonstop on the outside, Cheetah Lotpop. And then Eddie. And the field works their way on into the backstretch. And it is Crispy Goodnight. Crispy Goodnight still has the front. And on the outside, Stormont Charlotte is trying to chip away at the lead. But Crispy Goodnight looks good on the lead. And right in close in the pocket is Costantino. They hustle on towards three quarters. Then racing on the inside with the sheriff fourth is Catch Canna, and on the outside sharing fourth is All Out Henry, and then Park Hill Nonstop and Cheetah Lotpov and Eddie. They work by three quarters. Now Stormont Charlotte's moving up close to even terms with Crispy Goodnight. And Costantino still looks very game in the pocket as the field turns for home. Crispy Goodnight. They race towards the top of the stretch. Crispy Goodnight, Stormont Charlotte. Costantino looking into the passing lane. On down the stretch route they come. Crispy Goodnight and Costantino. Crispy Goodnight is strong all the way to the finish. Costantino was second. Then Stormont Charlotte and Park Hill Nonstop. Fans, the time of the mile 158 and 2. 158 and 2. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 8. It's one Crispy Goodnight, a 5-year-old Arbro Barrister Brown mare owned by Rachel Andrew and Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen, the trainer, Travis Cullen, the winning driver. It's the second win this year and the 11th lifetime. Crispy Goodnight, 158 and 2. Eighth race, mutual payouts. One crispy goodnight, $5.53, $63. Nine Constantino, 15.30 and 8.80, and three Stormont Charlotte, 15.30. $2 exactor, 118.50. Dollar try, 959.05, 20 cents. Super pays 802.77. Catching. Ninth dash is next. Post times in 9 minutes. Eighth race order finish from the tops of 163, 594, 782. That's 163, 594, 782. Field 4, race number 9. On parade 1, Chaleurs AD, JR Plot for Tyler Nostad and Blue Shoe Investments. And number 2 is Sports Nation, Phil Hudon for Robert Kyle Fellows and 100 the Hard Way. Number 3, Let's Wait and See, Jay Harris for Scott Friend and Tyler Friend. Number 4 is Colin Keefe, Lauren House for Samuel Taylor. Number 5 is Sin City Boogie, Colin Keller for Kyle Bossens and Aaron Waxman. Number 6, Brody Scrapper, Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. And number 7 is Mr. X, Robert Shepard for Ken Oliver and Kimberly Inglis. Number 8 is Marty Monkhauser, Scott Quiller, Jeff Gillis. And 9 is Moon Rider, Scott Young for Colin Johnson and Debbie Element. Field of 9, race number 9. Let's look at this field. We'll start with number 6, Brody's Scrapper. Well, drops well down in class, a little bit off form, but look at that last race, 51-4. Now you do see finished 9th, but note 9th beaten 4 lengths, so not all that far off. And this one has plenty of back class, getting close to the $250,000 mark. Brody Scrapper should be a scrappy one with this group, 2-1. Number 3, Let's Wait and See. Equipment change, removing the Murphy blind on the right. Also one with back class, a little bit past the $250,000 mark, and did race reasonably well in this class last race. The trailer post and finished 3rd. So Let's Wait and See is one that should be a possible player on the top 3 again. And Jay Harris driving, 7-1. Number 8, Marty Monkhauser. Well, is one that raced at Georgian Downs, a class above this one 2 races ago. Now had an inside post and almost won. But also, take a look back, June the 13th of this year, 150-4 for Marty Monkhauser. This guy's got tons of back class, 421,000 lifetime. An 11-year-old that seems to still have some giddy up to go. Marty Monkhauser, tough post assignment, but tough to ignore, and may well be one that gets onto the top 4, 11-1. And number 9, Moon Rider, well, raced 4th in this class last time out. Now has to deal with a trailer post. Certainly finished well, though. 28-2 final quarter. Moon Rider is also one with back class, and 15-1 on the board. A very classy field this 9th race, a field of 9. We'll see how it's going to play out. The fans have made number 6, Brody Scrapper, a 2-1 lukewarm favorite. It is rolling for race number 9. It is a field of 9. Checking up positions. It'll be Shallur's Ad and Sports Nation, and Let's Wait and See on the inside. In the center, Cullen Keefe and Sin City Boogie to the outside. Brody Scrapper, Mr. X, and Marty Monkhauser. And the second tier, Moon Rider. It's a field of 9, race number 9. Here they come. And the field is at the start of the ROV. Shallur's AD, Sports Nation, Let's Wait and See. And also getting out well, Brody Scrapper. Moon Rider from the second tier is now racing position to 5th. And then 6th in line is Cullen Keefe. And then it is back to Sin City Boogie. Mr. X and Marty Monkhauser is trailing the field on the race to the opening quarter. Shallur's AD at 4-1 has the lead as they roll to that quarter. Let's Wait and See is second. Sports Nation third. And then Brody Scrapper at even money is racing 4th. They work their way past that opening quarter. Then 5th is Moon Rider, Cullen Keefe, and then further back, it is Sin City Boogie, and Mr. X and Marty Monkhauser trails the field. They race their way off the turn. They come on towards us. Shallur's AD, J.R. Plot leads, and right there filling the pocket is Let's Wait and See. And racing third, Sports Nation. Sports Nation isn't going to wait and see. Is going to pop to the outside first over. Brody Scrapper working on the outside as well. 56-1 is the halftime. Moon Rider is racing position 5th. And then 6th is Cullen Keefe. And way back, the trio of Sin City Boogie, Mr. X, and Marty Monkhauser. On down the back stretch they go. Shallur's AD still leads it. It's Shallur's AD. And racing on the outside. And is Sports Nation on the inside. Let's Wait and See is right there close in the pocket. Brody Scrapper is racing second over 4th. 5th on the inside, Moon Rider. And Cullen Keefe is 6th. It's still Shallur's AD. Shallur's AD leads as they race their way towards the top of the stretch off 3/4 of 125. But there goes Brody Scrapper. And Brody Scrapper is scrapping with Shallur's AD and now has come on to take the lead. And Sports Nation is racing third. Let's Wait and See looking for the passing lane. But on down the stretch drive, Brody Scrapper now is cruising. And Brody Scrapper wins this scrap. And then it is Shallur's AD. And third is between Moon Rider and Sports Nation. 154-1. Brody's Scrapper. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 9. It's number 6, Brody Scrapper, 9-year-old Mach 3 Bay Mare, owned by Travis Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Rachel Andrew, the trainer, Travis Cullen, the winning driver. Mile of 154 and 1. Noted is the driving hat trick for Travis Cullen, and the mutual price is 6 Brody Scrapper for $32.62.40. 1 Chillers AD for $63.32. Sports Nation 440. $2 exactor is $16.50. Dollar Try $51.95. Dollar Super $202.50. Ninth race, Silver finish from the top. 235-691-874. That's 235-691-874. Field for race number 10 on parade. One wrap and a hooey. Austin Sorry for Robbie Hummel. Number 2, Nifty Trick, Natasha Day for Brittany Kennedy and Money Clip Racing. Number 3, Windsong Ophelia, Nick Stewart for Bud Sinclair and Jerry Van Bokel. 4 is Gucci's Off is Robert Shepard for Stephen Charlton and Kathleen Charlton. 5 is Mac and Caps Doug McNair for Hunter Shepard and Triple S Equine. Number 6, Olympic Glide, Talbot for Ryan McClure. 7 is Radical Roy, Brett McDonough for Jennifer Unger and TJ Stables. And number 8 is Spare Seed, Paul McKenzie for Tim Cherwaco and Joseph Beaudry. And number 9 is Mabel Simmons, Scott Kohler for Dean Nixon and Lexington Harness Group. Well, fans, let us look at this field, and we'll start with number 8, Spare Seed. Now, isn't spared post position trouble because it has to deal with post position 8. Look at last race at Mohawk, parked every step of the way in 158. But Spare Seed is one that did take a mark this year, 56-3 at Mohawk. Should compare nicely in this class with the move down, but it is a tough assignment. And you see this one getting tough trips in the last few starts and also making breaks in 2 of the last 4 starts. So Spare Seed, 16-1 is the price. So number 1, Rap and a Hooey, is the 2-1 favorite and did race well above this class last race and tough post assignment, and yet came on to be beaten just 2 3/4 in 57-2 at Georgian Downs. Solid outing. Now should like dropping down and is the favorite at 2-1. Number 3, Winsong Ophelia, actually won here last about, went all the way on top from post 5 and was parked early, still made the lead and looked really, really good. Winsong Ophelia was racing well going into that last race as well, so has the form. Winsong Ophelia is 5-1 on the board, and 9, Mabel Simmons, 3-1 on the board. Scotty Coulter driving Mabel Simmons, and is one that raced above this class a couple of starts at Georgian Downs and then dropped down last race, but wasn't able to fire up. But also was the first start off of a break, so maybe could be better in this spot. Sent up by Dean Nixon, who's had lots of success in the past. Mabel Simmons, 7-2 with the Tan Tornado driving. Gate is rolling for race number 10, shaking up positions. Rapanahui and Nifty Trick and Winsong Ophelia on the inside. In the center, Guccio's Office and Mac and Caps into the outside. Olympic Glide, Radical Roy, and Spare Seed. The second tier, Mabel Simmons. Field for race number 10 is at the start of the rough. Nifty Trick and Winsong Ophelia. Mac and Caps on the outside. Rapanahui on the inside. At the field, works around the turn. Then Guccio's Office and Mabel Simmons. Then it is Olympic Glide and Radical Roy. And Spare Seed is back trailing the field. On they race to the opening quarter. And Mac and Caps has got the lead right now. Mac and Caps is in front 2 1/4. Rapanahui is second. Nifty Trick is third. Winsong Ophelia is racing fourth, and then it is Guccio's Office and back to Mabel Simmons. Then we've got Olympic Glide and Radical Roy, and way back with a break is Spare Seed. 29-2 the opening quarter. And on top is Mac and Caps. Mac and Caps and Doug McNair with a lead of a length and 3/4. Rapanahui and Austin Sorry is second. And then to the inside third, Nifty Trick and Natasha Day. They roll on up towards us. And now moving on the outside, Winsong Ophelia. And Nick Stewart is racing first up third. Fourth to the inside, Nifty Trick, and fifth is Guccio's Office. Halftime was 1 minute and 4/5, and they roll their way on up to the 5/8, and it is still on the lead as they race in the backstretch for Mac and Caps, and on the outside, Winsong Ophelia. Rapanahui's on the inside third, and Guccio's Office is fourth, and Nifty Trick is fifth, and then it is Mabel Simmons and Olympic Glide and Radical Roy. On the field, hustles to 3/4. Mac and Caps. That lead has shrunk. It's down to just ahead now. Winsong Ophelia in the center, and 3 wide goes Guccio's Office, and also getting closer is Mabel Simmons. Rapanahui on the inside now is back to fifth, about 2 1/4 off the lead. They're 3 abreast, 3/4, 1:30-3, and to the outside, Guccio's Office. On the inside, Mac and Caps is trying to fight back. Guccio's Office, Mac and Caps, and Winsong Ophelia, and into the passing lane, Rapanahui, but on the outside, Guccio's Office. Guccio's Office wins it. Then Rapanahui is in a place photo with Mabel Simmons in close for 2 minutes and 2/5. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 10. It's number 4, Guccio's Office. Guccio's Office is a chestnut 5-year-old Guccio gelding. Kathleen Charlton is the owner. Stephen Charlton, the trainer. Robert Shepard, the winning driver. It's the 4th win this year, 10th lifetime, Guccio's Office in 2 minutes and 2/5. Driving double for Robert Shepard, taking the first and last dashes. The 10th race of payouts for Guccio's office. $9, $6, 420. 1, Rapidahui, 410, 269. Maybell Simmons, 380. The $2 exactor, forget that for now. The dollar pick 3, 40, 50. Dollar win 4, 86.45. Dollar high 5, 837.65. The $2 exactor, 25.30. The dollar try is 70.25. And the $2 double, 56.70. Here is the 10th race order finish from the top. 265, 147, 893. That's 265, 147, 893. Racing action will resume this coming Friday. There is a look at the place photo from race number 10. The first dash on a Friday night from Grand River Raceway, 6:30 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos.